Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Taurus, April 12, 2025. You can be craving mental refreshment today, but there can be blocks or obligations early today that keep you rooted. The demands of your daily life may interfere with your pursuit of more adventurous activities, or differences in opinion may figure strongly. You may need to do a balancing act to get things back to normal. As the day advances, however, you have strong energy with you for communicating, connecting, or learning. A special person, relationship, or relationship goals can motivate you, and you're feeling far more encouraged, especially about your ideas or special interests. You're resilient and forward-looking. You might discover more about your powers to learn, teach, and understand. For a month already, our goddess planet of attraction, love, and beauty has been retrograde in the heavens above. As Venus transits your solar house of communication and short-distance travel, you're likely feeling like life is more lively, fun, and sweet. However, you could also be feeling particularly nostalgic about all things at this time. You may be reconnecting with old friends, neighbors, or siblings even, as well. From now until April 12th, you may also be deciding to revisit places from your past that held a special place in your heart and development. This would be a magnificent way to use the energy. Get it all out in the open. It is time to be upfront about something you talked about earlier this month. You have a chance to streamline work matters, as Mercury in Pisces conjuncts the North Node in Pisces and opposes the South Node in Virgo. The fateful cosmic energy will encourage you to address any lingering issues, energies, or other elephants in the room. Co-workers and clients might appreciate this if they want to lay something to rest as well. Take advantage of this moment to create clear lines of communication at work. A pull between what you want to do to get ahead and what you must do to stay centered could frustrate you right now. There will be many days like this in your lifetime, and the most important thing is to be aware of them when they occur and to gain perspective on the dilemma. The one thing that will never move down on the list of priorities is your health, so why not favor staying centered? Your natural leadership skills will peak on this day. Whether you have something that sees you formally instructing or guiding, or you're simply hanging out with your family today, you'll be great. This vibration works very well for you, as it enhances the skills you inherently possess. If there's going to be a time where you discover more of what you can do, this is definitely it. Don't hesitate to venture into the unknown, as you will handle things with flair. Ahead of the moon's return to your career sector tomorrow and the lead up to a full moon that is going to energize things across the income, work, and career fronts, having the moon in an adventurous part of your chart today is the right distraction at the right time. While having the moon here as Jupiter moves into his final 2 months in your work sector and of his quest for job growth and expansion with the moon in an adventurous part of your chart might not sound like a case of good timing, it can guard against overthink things ahead of a full moon that could be a wild card. While Venus, the planet of love, will be back in your communication sector for another 3 weeks, she will only be in retrograde motion for another 3 days. Already at a near standstill ahead of her direct turn over the weekend and with me. Mercury, the planet of communication, already back in direct motion after also retrograding back in. Venus' sole focus is on giving your heart, relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. Taurus, stability brings surprising breakthroughs. Your quote of the day: when you stand your ground, the world bends to meet you. Your color of the day is moss green, calm and strengthening. Lucky numbers: 2, 8, 16. Focus on building, not fixing today. A financial or practical detail needs a firm yet gentle touch. An old pattern may fall away if you're ready to release it. Trust in your steady pace, it's leading somewhere real. Our eyes in the sky. Let's take a moment to settle in and breathe into the energy of April 13, 2025. This reading isn't about predicting the future in some distant or detached way. It's about tuning into the rhythm of your present, helping you feel a little more aligned with your inner truth, and reminding you that your journey is unfolding with purpose, even when things feel unclear. Wherever you're joining from today, whether it's morning coffee, a quiet walk, or a moment stolen between tasks. This is your space to pause and connect. The first card that steps forward is the Six of Swords, and there's such a gentle kind of wisdom in this card. It speaks to transitions, not necessarily dramatic ones, but the slow and steady movement from one emotional shore to another. You may be in the midst of leaving something behind, whether physically, mentally, or emotionally. It could be a mindset that no longer fits, a chapter that's naturally closing, or even a relationship dynamic you're redefining. This card honors the courage it takes to move forward even when you're not sure what's next. It reminds you that healing doesn't always look like fireworks. Sometimes, it's as quiet as making peace with the past and choosing to carry only what's necessary. If you've been sensing a shift within, even a subtle one, the Six of Swords is a sign that you're moving in the right direction toward calmer waters, more aligned connections, and greater clarity. Next, we have the Queen of Cups. This energy is nurturing, intuitive, and deeply compassionate. Today, you may feel especially connected to your emotional world or to the people around you who need a little extra understanding. The Queen of Cups invites you to lead with your heart, but not to the point of self-sacrifice. Her strength is in her empathy, her ability to hold space without losing herself in other people's waves. Maybe you've been someone else's anchor lately, or maybe you've needed one and haven't known how to ask. Let this card remind you that emotional depth is a gift, and when you honor it your own and others, you create space for healing and connection. This might be a beautiful time to journal, reach out to a friend, or even just sit in quiet reflection. Your sensitivity is not a burden, it's your superpower. The third card we're working with is the Eight of Pentacles. I love this card because it celebrates effort, the kind you've been quietly putting in, maybe without even realizing it. This is the card of craftsmanship, dedication, and progress over perfection. Whether you've been working on yourself, your relationships, your goals, or your actual work, this card affirms that what you're doing matters. You're building something lasting, something meaningful, and even if you're not seeing results just yet, they are coming. Think of this like tending a garden. You water, you weed, you wait, and eventually, something blooms. Keep going. Every small step counts, even when no one else sees it. Especially then. And now, the Knight of Wands comes blazing in with a burst of bold, passionate energy. If you've been feeling stuck or unsure, this card might be your permission slip to shake things up. It's a call to reconnect with your enthusiasm, to take a leap, to act on something that excites you even if it's a little impulsive or imperfect. When was the last time you followed a spark just because it felt good? The Knight of Wands doesn't wait for conditions to be perfect, he moves with courage and curiosity. Maybe today's the day to start that creative project, book that weekend trip, or finally, speak your truth. Let yourself feel lit up by life again. Our final card for today is the Ten of Cups, and what a beautiful note to end on. This card is all about emotional fulfillment, deep gratitude, and the kind of joy that comes from knowing you're aligned with what really matters. It's not about having everything look perfect on the outside, it's about inner peace, loving connections, and a sense of wholeness that comes from within. If you're already feeling this today, soak it in. If not, let this card be a gentle reminder that this kind of happiness is possible and within reach. Sometimes we forget how much beauty surrounds us in the everyday, the way the sun comes through the window, the sound of someone laughing, the stillness of early morning. The Ten of Cups nudges you to notice it, to be present for it, to claim it, in whatever way it shows up. Together, these cards, the Six of Swords, Queen of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and Ten of Cups, paint a picture of a day that asks for both softness and bravery. A day that holds space for your healing, your heart, your hard work, and your hope. You're allowed to move on. You're allowed to feel deeply. You're allowed to work toward what matters. You're allowed to be excited. And yes, you are absolutely allowed to be happy. So now I'd love to hear from you. What part of today's reading resonated with you most? Are you feeling the energy of transition? The call to reconnect with joy? Or maybe you're simply appreciating the reminder that your emotions are valid and your journey is sacred. Whatever came up for you, feel free to share in the comments. Your story might just help someone else feel seen too. Wherever you are today, may you feel grounded, encouraged, and reminded that you are exactly where you need to be.